Great game last night. Zambrano really pitched a gem. Zambrano pitched a gem. One hitter into the seventh. Game, Brewers.
Oh, yeah, I was there actually. I had seats in the infield terrace box behind all night.
You know, I used to sit back there. I had this friend who worked for this lawyer who had season tickets, and when he didn't go, which was most of the time, we used to go. Oh man, there used to be this retarded kid who sat a row behind us, made farting noises with his mouth through the national anthem.
I think I know who you're talking about. Section 220, row 8, seats 104, 106, 108?
Yeah, that sounds right.
My aunt actually has those seats. My aunt, her husband, and my Down syndrome cousin.
Oh, what a coincidence. Hey, how's he doing?
He didn't make it to the game last night.
Oh, is he sick?
Dead. Congenital heart failure.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm the writer of this sketch. Was that a little too much? A little too real? Congenitive's not a fun word. It's a little icky. It's a happy story, I swear, for the most part. Turns out she didn't even like her cousin. They end up joking about it later. She's using the usual structure of men hitting on women and inverting it, holding the superior hand power-wise. They go out to dinner, the Chicago diner for a first date, and it's a vegan restaurant. Halfway through, they both admit they don't like vegetarian food, so they go to Morton's for a second date. They fall in love over the summer, and they go to every single movie in the park, and when his lease runs out in September, he moves into her apartment. They live together in the West Loop. They listen to Van Morrison at night and Lead Belly in the morning. She times the guitar, busting through the tiny tin speakers. And, he takes up knitting to make her a birthday present. She quits smoking for him, and her mother loves him, and her father detests him, and his father likes her as much as he likes anybody, and his mother died when he was 19, away at boarding school in the Great Northeast. And she finds sex cathartic because she just got out of a bad relationship, and she finds the mutual respect present nice, and he finds it boring at first, but then comforting. She wants to get married, but she doesn't want to say she wants to get married. He wants to get married, but he's afraid she'll say no. And the relationship grows stagnant and stale, and they both start to look around. And on Halloween, they get loaded, and he calls her a cunt. And they break up. He moves his stuff awkwardly out of the apartment over the course of November into a friend's condo in Wicker Park, and she moves to St. Louis. They don't see each other again for another 2 years, until they bump into each other in an airport, and when a storm over the San Diego region grounds all flights, they get a hotel room together and drink 2 bottles of cheap red wine out of paper cups and have sex that neither of them find as comforting as they tell their friends. And then they never see each other again. Of course, they never go to the movies in the park again either. And they both die on their birthday, 3 years apart. Weird, huh? Are you willing to believe that? Are you willing to believe all this reality is coming up? I mean, these two characters go on long after you left this theater. I mean, they date for 3 years and they almost marry. They give each other intense elation and horrible despair. And it all starts on a seriously tasteless attempt at humor. But are you willing to buy that? Are you willing to believe that these two people can be sweet and sincere and loving and caring to each other, even though right now he's just trying to show off and she's trying to humiliate him? No? All right. Try something a little more accessible.
Excuse me, that's my stuff.
Oh, hey, check out the fanny pack. It's a dual-purpose accessory, both retro and Nike.
Maybe it's a colostomy bag.
Oh, how would you know?
Better?